The fogger was on. So I'm doing this video from my truck. You guys are used to see my live videos before. When I used to work in an office, I used to work at the airport. Now I have my own business. I am let's call it a contractor. And I look for potential clients to grow my business daily basis. And I go on a different supervise jobs or job sites. That plus coaching in the martial art, which I have reduced significantly because I do not have enough time to be training a fighter or fighters. That's my actually my passion, my dedication. Training people. You guys all can see my students' fights, and the ones I have posted because I have way more than that, and I think we had really positive results. As far as training, I wake up today like around 6 a.m. I ran like for 25 minutes, around 2 miles, no more than that. I did some push-ups, some squats, some sit-ups, and call it a day. Shower, and right now in the beautiful traffic of Miami, which is basically the road becomes like a parking lot. So um, I wanna give you some ideas because I was talking to a few of my subscribers, and one of them even mentioned, Sergio, leave Herman Branch alone because we need him. And I beg to disagree. And I beg to disagree, and I'm gonna give you a few pointers of why you don't need Herman Branch. After you know what to look for, of course. The first thing you gotta look for to identify what is a fraud, and this is very important, they tend to look for mystic styles. They tend to look for this mystic style so they can come with excuse. If I fight you, I could kill you. I'm a ninja, for instance. They tend to look for that type of martial arts. Or I am an Aikido grandmaster, because Aikido people, they tend not to spar, they tend not to pressure test. By doing that, they are still safe. They can claim their seniority, and keep it high on the standards. So that's the first telltale sign. They look martial arts that don't involve sparring, don't involve fighting at all. Uh, that's the first one. The second red flag is they tend to get a lot of high degrees like 8 Dan, 9 Dan, 10 Dan, or founders. They become kaisos of their styles or supreme grandmasters. That's another telltale sign. Another one is they avoid sparring as much as possible or competition. We do understand that sparring is a competition. You do get hit. You can get hurt badly in sparring. But sparring can be done in several different ways. It can be done soft. It can be done metal. It can be done hard. But sparring is always going to show you the skill level of the person. Sparring is a test of your cardio, of your resolve, of your counter, of the actual technique. That's another sign. How you can identify somebody is a fraud. Um, Another sign that you can identify when somebody's a fraud in the martial arts is because they claim that their t-shirt comes from like a mountain or is a Chinese guy like Siwante, and that style in Puerto Rico, Shaolin Chuan Fa. Those styles, they tend to um, claim that they have a master that you cannot see, that nobody knows, that has a witness, that only the person giving you the style. So he doesn't take the blame. The blame is in this supposed grandmaster that nobody has ever seen, right? But this person who's giving you the knowledge, you have to respect them. Sometimes they pretend they have these fights, these imaginary fights that never happen. There's no video, there's no recollection, there is no actual witness of these fights. Um, Also, another telltale sign And this is one that applies to her, man. When they are challenged, they never show face, but at the same time, they avoid sparring. They avoid any type of confrontation that could expose them by what they are. But more important, these guys, these fake guys, do not keep or do not look for what I call continual education. Um, I think that no matter how good you are, how many skills you have, you always have to keep studying. You always have to keep learning. You always have to keep improving. You always have to look for beyond any reasonable doubt how to improve your game. These people, they tend to uh, claim these mystic lineages, these mystics martial arts, but at the same time they claim they know it all. No, and if you ask them a question that they don't have the answer, they will tell you that's a secret. That's a secret. You are not there yet. In terms of schools, schools have low level. The schools don't fight. The schools don't spar with anybody. And there are a lot of young black belts in those schools. You get to see a lot of young black belts. Also, there are a lot of belts on those systems, like a lot, like why and a half, white and I don't know, white and three stripes, white and five stripes, then yellow and three stripes, yellow and five stripes, yellow and six stripes, and then they tend to have weird stuff like yellow and blue. So I'm close to blue, but I am not jet blue. I am still yellow, and then they get the blue and it's blue and light yellow and stuff like that. So it complicated the ranking system, so that way you keep focusing on paying and paying and paying and paying and training in that. So those are the big signs that you can see. There are other signs, but I think they're a little bit more obvious. Like they claim to have this mystic energy for fighting. I do believe that there is chi. I do believe that there is energy, right? I do believe that we are like a big battery, right? But I don't believe that you can move objects with your mind. I don't believe that you can, I don't know, influence nature with your mind, or influence the physical world. I think that the energy is more like a state of mind, and you can use that energy. Let's say when you get mad, for instance, um, you strike harder, you punch harder, because the adrenaline that your body produce are going into your hands and legs, so you punch and you run faster. So I think that's a type of energy that maybe 100, 200, 300, 400, 1,000 years ago people couldn't explain, and they used to call it chi. But I don't think you can impact the nature, and I don't think you can have an impact in another person. I do believe that training in nature, training barefoot in nature, and training close to, like I said, nature has an energetic, revitalizing impact on your body. But I don't believe that somebody's gonna attack you. You wave your hands. I don't believe that person is gonna fall or anything. So these people tend to believe in that, and they tend to supposedly teach those no-touch martial arts, which I don't believe in them. I don't endorse that. I don't think that's realistic. I think that does more harm than good. So there you have it, guys. That's a complete guide on how to identify frauds in the martial arts community, frauds in the school. But the biggest telltale sign is no sparring, no fighting. So that's what I think we should look at. With this being said, you need somebody like her, man, to bring you ready what you know that is bad and that has not been being done correctly. So, Herman, where are you, man? You disappeared on people. When are we fighting, bro? Street beef is waiting for you.